Most laboratories require an extensive amount of chemicals. A lot of chemicals are hazardous, carcinogenic, teratogenic, or flammable. Therefore, it is crucial to store them safely and be aware of the hazards. Remember to always wear personal protective equipment and familiarize yourself with the safety labels and potential hazards before stepping into the lab. Always work inside the ventilation hoods to avoid inhaling chemical fumes. When chemicals are stored on a shelf, it is important that the shelves are not open so that the chemicals do not fall off in the event of an earthquake. Most chemicals are stored in cupboards, which also serve as a secondary container in the event of spills. It is recommended to store the chemicals following the lab's guidelines, for example, alphabetical order, so that they are easy to find. Flammable solvents and chemicals need to be stored in a flammable safety cabinet. These chemicals should never be close to instruments that can give a spark or have hot wires. Compatibility with neighboring chemicals is important to consider. Acids need to be stored separately from bases, since they can react violently with each other, causing accidents or forming toxic products. Acids usually have their own safety cabinet in each lab. For further information on compatibility, review the safety data sheet of each chemical and study the guideline chart on chemical compatibility. Some chemicals need to be stored at lower temperatures, either in a refrigerator or a freezer. Some of these chemicals can be explosive, therefore it is important to use an explosion-proof refrigerator to minimize the risks. After using a chemical, make sure to put it back in its proper storage place. Usually, the recommended storage conditions are displayed on the label. The fire department code states that chemicals cannot be stored on the floor because they are a fire hazard. All chemicals should be stored in the appropriate shelves, chemical cabinets, or ventilation hoods. Some laboratories use gases such as nitrogen or argon, which are stored in gas cylinders. The cylinders must be securely fastened either to a gas cabinet or to the wall. It is recommended to dispose of chemicals that are too old. Precipitation on the cap is often a sign of that. It is a good practice to mark the opening date on the chemical bottle so that the age can be monitored. Remember, when in doubt, ask your supervisor or a coworker for information or a demonstration. Treat all chemicals with the utmost care. If you make your own compounds, label them immediately and store them properly.